So we're talking about anchoring today, and the goal here is to go over some rituals, but the majority of this is going to be more of how these rituals actually work and how you can form your own rituals, and then I'll share some of mine as well. I think that what we're talking about is not about being happy, it's about being safe and being able to connect and knowing that even when things are happening that make you unhappy or that are not ideal, that you can still show up for the guest and be present in the moment. What did it feel like during that time that you felt totally powerful, or what was the situation exactly? This is important because when we're in a like shutdown state, as an example, most often our feeling is a lack of energy. We feel safe when we repeat things over and over again. So if we can get to, let's say, a point where we have a ritual filled with all these anchors, that is going to be our most powerful tool in really getting ourselves into that ventral vagal state and being able to approach our day with, I don't want to say a positive mindset, but a connected mindset, powerful mindset, whatever we want to feel. So remember that anchoring is a natural process that occurs, without our awareness a lot of times. And sometimes in life, it's actually a negative thing. Like we have these negative anchors, but it can also be positive. And so we want to, if we're going to condition ourselves, establish these anchors, similarly to the way that we condition dogs or train dogs. It's terrible to say that, but that's where the theory comes from, is from Pavlov's testing of dogs and using tuning forks for behavioral conditioning. In a ritual, if we're thinking about how to form rituals that are really helpful for us, we want to think about layering multiple anchors with this performative, repetitive action and hitting all the senses. To me, that's a good ritual. It has the breath, it has scent, it has sight, it has sound, it has that tactile feeling of touching something. So I really think that sound is overlooked in a ritual in terms of being as specific as it can be. A lot of times people will like play relaxing music. Nature sounds are really commonly used. But the specific aspect that we don't think about are the frequencies of things like a bell or a chime. A bell or a chime is a really great tool to me for like not shocking you, but just like bringing you into the moment right then and there. So I often will finish my ritual with a bell or a chime because it calls me into the moment and into my body. So the first ritual example is setting up your treatment space. But if it's something that you're doing just like as a one-off because you need a little extra love, do something that you don't perform every day, because getting yourself out of that moment will help to ground you in your space. What are the things that you can include in this ritual that will tie you to those happy, for lack of better words, emotions? And that alone can be really helpful. Like I was describing about this chime being a Jupiter chime.